Good evening, Stoneworks. You are listening to Concordia Public Radio, WCPR. I'm your host, Tim Desmond, and today we have two guests, which is unusual. We have had three before, but never two. We have both from YKR, the founder and the successor. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing quite well. Uh, it's been a very eventful day.
Lovely. Eventful in a good way, or I would
Just
hope.
a normal day at work.
Kinda.
Ouch. Anywho, so,
Pick up.
we'll start with the first and most obvious question for our listeners who are not listening live, because I'm pretty sure almost every live listener is actually a member of YKR. So for those of you who are not members of YKR, I'm going to ask, what exactly is YKR? What do you guys do?
The
Tell me a bit
Entire
about yourself.
Trigo Research Division is an organization that specializes in the containment of terrestrial anomalies and extraterrestrial anomalies. We contain sentient anomalies, supernatural things. It's anything that involves artifacts, historical items, and potential world-ending anomalies that could potentially destroy the world. Stuff like that.
Basically, if it's a bit too magical, we take care of it.
Interesting. So you guys are mostly an Eldom-based group, right?
We primarily operate in Eldom. We also have some groups that work with us in Rafnir to help contain any entropite remnants.
I see.
Ugh.
So
That's a mess.
The Coalition being an example. Oh, there he is. He actually showed up.
There's radio. Oop.
I'm not feeling very good, but I'm doing my best.
Welcome, Markovich.
hey,
He
welcome.
finally woke up.
Finally
from
shut
his,
up, huh?
Coffin.
Okay. I might have to leave a little early because I also have some other things I have to do as well. But I figure I'll do my best.
All right. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, welcome. So anyway, where was I? Right. So a lot of weird shit happened on Eldom. How exactly? What exactly do you define as anomalous?
Anything that's defined as anomalous by the YKR standards involves anything that can potentially end humanity, the world, or sentient life. We see anything from the void, for example, as an anomalous entity.
So stuff like
Oh boy.
An example of this would be the all-night crisis, which occurred from July 22nd and spanned over 75 hours.
Yeah,
The
that
that
duration
was
of that was partially our fault. We were experimenting with void reactor technology, and let's just say there was a failure because a rat got into the systems and essentially caused the reactor to leak into our dimension, leaving a permanent stain on the world.
so a rat almost ended the world. Is what you're saying?
yeah.
A rat almost ended the world. We believe the said
Good
rat.
lord, we took care of it. We took care of it.
Yeah, we did. We did
With a
take
little
care
rat
of it.
dead.
Okay.
With a little bit of help from the TLC and watchers, we clean that right the frick up.
We are currently even conducting more experiments on the void.
So
yeah.
Though being more cautious.
yeah, I would hope so. You wouldn't want a rat to get into one of your current experiments. Yes.
No, yes, we have comprehensive security measures to keep the reactor safe.
So, the void. What exactly is the void? How would you, as people
Ooh,
study
buddy.
the void, define it?
I
The
honestly depends on who you
void, the void, in the YKR experience is a piece of reality that has essentially broken off from our own. It is a section of space-time that cannot be properly controlled. It does not obey the usual laws of physics. Any portals that occur from the void to other dimensions are usually, let's just let for to simplify it, so I don't go on a 1 hour long rant. End portals lead to the
Mm,
end. The end is part of the void.
Okay.
yeah.
Now, as
Seemingly the.
as one of our new technicians, or well, one of my janitors has it. He has photos that are being sent into your inbox very shortly.
Oh,
Well, photo. Yes.
all right.
Check
I
your
will.
inbox real quick.
All right. I'm going to
Uh, eh.
include.
Long
Wow,
story
I have a
short,
lot of messages.
the void is just a wee bit endless.
A wee bit.
So like we just just a bit. Uh,
Just a tad endless.
so as a result, you know,
We have
we have
basically
documented
taken
quite a lot of things about the part of the void that's actively connected to Eldom. But outside of that, eh.
We have located
Yeah.
ancient shrines that date back to 10,000 years ago that point to the existence of a giant mega civilization that has existed prior to, well, the AWE's existence, for example. Prehistoric stuff. Found text in untranslatable languages. We found many things relating to the void.
Now, how big would you
Segra,
say
if
this
you
nation was?
how big? Well,
Yeah.
we've measured it with probes we've shot
Mhm.
down into the void. The farthest a single probe has gotten was the equivalent to outside of our solar system in Eldom.
Wow.
Yes.
That's
There
Very,
is
very
several.
quickly before said drone,
hmm
wasn't.
We learned most of our technology from like deities that existed in the void.
Hmm.
For,
Yeah,
from
apparently those are a thing.
Yeah, there was the outer realms and the outer deities. Basically, what happened was when we entered the void through the void reactor, there was at one point an explosion which resulted in YKR 10, may his soul rest in peace, sacrificing himself for the glory of our division. There was contact made with an entity that explained to us the technology of space flight and other technology that I cannot share.
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad if, classified information got out.
Yeah, that does seem kind of not good.
Just a little bit.
Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. So, do you this ancient civilization fascinates me. How, like, where on a technological scale compared to where Eldom generally is now? Um, where would you put this nation?
Hmm.
Mm,
We
That's
disco- we discovered said nation in the northeast of Eldom. We believe it
that's
was
question. That's
oh
question.
yeah, we believe it was older than the Asharian Empire, but due to the fact we only found an ancient shrine, I cannot properly pinpoint the exact details of well how big the empire was, how
Hmm.
large it expanded, and how much its influence it was at some point.
It's interesting. Um.
As for
All right.
our
So
as for our own technological advancements, we have learned from this. We have learned the ability to go to space because we now have a spaceport inside of the Simulami Empire. We work beside them in order to
I
maintain their own security.
I have never
Hmm.
been to space. You guys went to
Space is a
space? That's
beautiful
so
place.
cool. I should go to space
Yeah.
sometime.
One of
Yeah.
us went to space. I'm pretty sure Archivist could tell you a bit more about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
tell me about
beautiful up
space. That
there.
sounds cool.
Yes, we have been to space.
What was it
Me
like?
and one other, um, black, very black. We found some stuff up there, which was very interesting. We
Like
went to the moon, and are you familiar with Red Fire Rex and the whole moon thing?
yes. I wasn't that a Rathnir thing though. Was this
If you
Elm or Rath?
aren't, basically, we found some Snedistanium up there, which is what he blew up the moon for originally.
Huh?
Yeah, that
Yeah, he did blow up the moon, didn't he?
Yep. It
saying
was.
saying this completely out of character. I literally was
Oh,
playing Stoneworks back when
uh-oh.
he first blew up said mid moon. I quit Stoneworks a long time ago, right before entropy became a big deal. But yeah, I used to play way back when, but then stopped for whatever reason. I don't remember at this point.
Hmm.
Anyway, sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, character breaks.
Sorry.
I don't care about character breaks. I'm like never fully in character. It's not.
We're
Fair.
most of the YKR is half in character, half out of character.
Yeah, that's mostly how I've seen things. So were you guys involved in that whole moon situation at all, or was that just Red
Oh,
Fire Rex being Red
we
Fire
were
Rex?
that was Red Fire Rex being Red Fire Rex. We personally did not have
Yeah,
any involvement with entropy, and neither did we want to destroy Rafnir.
All right. So, do you guys
I'm
happen to
gonna
the
go. I'm sorry to cut this short.
what'd you say?
Yes, he's going back into his coma again.
Very sorry.
The
I
archivist.
need to
Oh
do
boy.
something real quick.
All right, yeah,
Yep,
you can leave whenever you want. Yeah, okay, bye.
the The archivist has gone into a coma again. Hold on, I need to grab my my old evidence. There was a news report of the YKR going to space at one point. We've kept that incredibly vague for very specific reasons, as we did not want our site's locations to get leaked or any of our mission details to get leaked at the time.
That makes sense.
It on hand, which an old friend of mine that I found a long time ago. That's done. That's a lot of binary. Holy moly!
Holy moly!
Yep. If you look direct. Oh. Whoops. Hold on. One of my janitors is having dementia again. He
Wait.
accidentally sent you the wrong file, Tim. I apologize.
Oop.
No biggie.
Mess.
Your grass will come later, janitor. I will give you your grass.
Uh,
You're
love
not
it.
even in the lawn. You took a it. Ah. Oh my god, this has already gone pretty chaotic.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah, it does happen sometimes. So YKR mostly. There it is. If you would direct your attention to your DMs, this is the a tape we gathered from that whole time. Just go over the space launch part segments of that whole thing. We
All
have
right.
been mentioned in the public eye before. This is the first time I've actually done an interview. The other
Yeah.
interview we attempted to do did not get published. I don't know why, but I think somebody got assassinated after I conducted that interview.
Pretty
I
unfortunate.
swear. Yeah, Division 13 can go a little bit rogue sometimes.
All right. Well, I will include
Uh,
this. I will include this video in the. I'm sorry, in the final in the upload. So.
Yeah.
Um.
uh,
In the meantime, you guys were talking a lot about like Rathnir versus Eldom. What exactly like separates the two? Because Rathnir's moon got blown up, but Eldom's didn't. Are they like separate, kind of parallel-ish dimensions, or are they both like? I don't know.
Ravnir and Eldom, we have theorized from the way the planet is set up that they are mirror dimensions. What happened in Ravnir did not happen in Eldom. It was specifically set up by the Void beings to test something, specifically their reality bending capabilities.
Hmm.
Entropy, to our knowledge, was considered AOI 25. Class was obviously neutralized because Athas did a good job containing the damn anomaly before we could. We only recently woke up from stasis and learned about entropy.
Yeah, that I cannot
well, I mean,
relate.
y'all did, but
Yeah,
well, y'all
my
did, but
nation Saracon is not very. We're not really too sci-fi. We're we're pretty
hold up. Parents are
Yeah,
calling real quick. Hold the phone.
okay.
yeah,
Um.
it's scientific technology that we specialize in.
Yeah. So you guys were not involved in the. Oh, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second.
We were not involved in the whole entropy crisis, but we were at one point before we became a public entity involved in the Segris crisis.
Hi, I'm sorry. We're
And,
gonna pause this for just a moment. Few minutes. I'm sorry. This is I hate doing this, but yeah, we're gonna have to pause it for just a little bit. This will be edited out. Don't worry. In the meantime, if you want to talk to some
that's
of the
fine.
audience, invite them up. I don't care.
It's alright. That's IRL stuff, I think. Yeah, I think that's IRL stuff. Alright. Anybody that wants to ask a question, ask me anything right now, feel free to do so. As soon as he gets back and the Q&A segment comes on.
I'm back.
Pretty sure like something IRL happened.
Yep, just momentarily. It's nothing much.
Oh, 34, you can't get invited to the stage as much as I like you. No, no, not right now.
Oh boy.
We did contain we did contain anomalous stuff. Don't worry.
Okay, if this is actually no, we can again we can answer that question when the Q&A segment comes up. But that is a good question. Somebody dropped in no mic.
Yes, I will probably answer that once the Q&A segment comes up.
But
I hear ping.
yeah, somebody pinged you in no mic.
Yeah, they did indeed ping me,
Unfortunately.
no, Mike. Even though I've told them I can't exactly answer their questions right now. Until, well, stuff.
Until the dedicated Q&A section comes up.
Don't be so condescending, successor.
Fair.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Fair. Just
This is the public.
I
We
don't
have to
like
have a
people
nice,
being
kind. We
fair
have to
enough.
have a kind face.
Fair enough.
Not everyone runs at the speed of light with computer processing chips. Gotta let people understand, well, how we work. Keep in mind, most of the societies in Eldom are still in the equivalent of a dark age of technology.
Okay, I'll chill the freak out.
The janitor is one of our main people that have been helping us so far. So I trust in him to actually get stuff done with us.
Fair enough. Stwitch.
He uses plungers and mops to kill enemies, and I've been knocked out by one of his plungers before. I swear to God, sometimes he thinks I'm not his boss. It's the funniest stuff ever.
The hell? Ugh.
Listen, Mike. Oh God, I can.
Hey, folks, I'm back.
Listen,
I'm really sorry about that.
something IRL come up. It's understandable
Yes.
if it did.
Yeah.
Let me guess. It was the dog.
No, something else.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. So, where were we? Shit, I forgot.
We were asked. I believe you were asking me questions about the void at some point,
It's pretty early.
or
On
just like ancient technology.
what does YKR stand for? We'll start with that. What does YKR stand for?
Well, I've kind of introduced that earlier in the interview, but we stand for the Encarta Research Division.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know how I didn't see that. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know where the D went, probably because we have no maidens. Anyways. Anyways.
Really, successor, you had to go down that route.
Hey, I had to bring in some comedy into this.
Yeah.
Successor, I will have you know, I have a wife in the Crownlands of Ashai, okay?
I'm
I
just
have
messing with you,
maidens.
dude.
I'm messing with you
Most
as
of
well.
most of us don't.
The advice I have for you is get good.
Great.
I'm just playing with you. Just don't worry.
So,
I know.
moving to more out of character stuff. I'm assuming the YKR. I'm assuming YKR is pretty heavily based on the SCP Foundation.
We are based on the SCP Foundation with a mixture of the Surf and the Church of the Broken God, some elements of the Chaos Insurgency, and a minor tidbit of. Let's just say we are part the Sons of Ra from the Man of Steel timeline.
But a lot of SCP universe influence.
Yeah, a lot of SCP universe influence.
Yeah.
We also have a organization we work alongside that works with us. Another thing that went into our creation was like sci-fi stuff.
Could you tell me about that organization?
That organization usually doesn't like their name being spoken out loud in the public eye unless it's in private, or they really don't. They take their job so seriously in Rafnir that if any mention is made of it, it could potentially jeopardize my organization's alliance I have with them. So, their name, though, is the Oblivion Coalition. I can't tell you exactly what they do, but they do a similar job to what we do.
Do you want me to censor that when I upload the video?
Basically, put in a loud beep or just
Yeah.
say redact.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
data
Like any
by order of the
any
YK.
They have a cool
mention
name though.
any mention of them
Any
or TLC
yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, just get rid of
God
it.
damn it! You're gonna make
Hmm.
him censor everything.
I'm sorry.
Half of this interview is going to be censored by the time with the YKR redaction. By the time you're done, dear God, you're walking
I
charity.
will say I will say though they have a very cool name.
Sorry.
Part of their the first word of their name is my favorite game ever made. Love that game. That's a great game.
Yeah, that's
Anywho,
it's a good game. Up right
okay,
there, Criminal
Elder
Skull.
Scrolls is a good series.
well, now I have to censor that too. God damn it.
Eh?
window.
I literally just said Elder Scrolls. Like
I know, but they're gonna know which. It's not every Elder Scrolls game has.
A meme. It has a meme that identifies them, so we gotta
Yeah.
make sure that the hints aren't there. Okay.
There are only 5 of them. Oh man, should I just not censor this?
People are
Should I just leave this whole part in?
just censor it for security reasons because I don't want
Yeah, fair enough.
jeopardize
We got a live
my
audience. They know the name of it.
relationship with the. Yeah, they know the name of it. Just don't leak it, or else I will send like Division 13 to your house, and I will steal your cat. Just kidding about the cat part.
I will destroy you if you steal my cat. I hope you know that.
we do not want to cause a John Wick founder. Please, please.
That's the John Wick.
You have never seen that movie?
Oh
No,
god.
no.
I haven't seen the movies and even I get the memes.
What movie are you referring to? This is.
John Wick.
I have never heard. I have never heard of a thing called a John Wick.
Those are great movies. Anyway.
Are you just trying to stay in character?
Oh, I get it. Okay, I got you.
So what's he trying to do?
So
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do, and
why
I'm
do you not
failing
have a cat
miserably
in
half
character?
the time.
So, uh,
Bro.
yeah.
It probably.
So
Oh,
back to I guess the void. Um,
yeah, the void.
you
The
said
topic of
earlier
everyone's
on,
life.
yeah, you said earlier on that things that come from the void are generally anomalous. The end is part of the void. Would you consider Enderman anomalous? I know they're a pretty
Endermen
rare
are
sight, but
Endermen are anomalous. We believe that the origin of the Endermen was potentially part of like rotten Ashmarans. They were a civilization that predated Jagdus, that the YKR was originally from.
huh. All right. What about the Ender Dragon?
The Ender Dragon, we believe, came from like something of the fabric of time. The Ender Dragon is partially being that predates anything that the YKR has seen, Jagdus. It's been around for a long time, and
Mm-hmm.
it is in one of each world. For Eldom and Jafnir, they have both lost their Ender Dragon. In the
Yeah.
case of Kylo, though, long lost world that has been destroyed by, well, what we think is failed terraforming.
Hmm.
As but in most of our documentation that we found, it was the cause of the death of Kylorn appears to have been, well, void a void invasion.
Void invasion. I heard it was an act of the gods.
That is partially true.
Gods, watchers, void
God's
beings, it's
Watcher,
friggin' messy.
it's all the same. It's all the same. It
Kinda.
kind of, to a degree. The best way to explain it is long ago. So the fabric of time in the end, there was a planet from what we've gathered from ancient historical records dating back to around 50,000 years ago.
Okay.
Oh,
60,000.
my apologies. My
Very long time.
stuttering is a problem. I have
right.
not publicly spoken for a long time. It's been like 100 years since I've been on the radio.
It's no issue.
Thank you. Basically, in the past, to simplify what occurred, there used to be a planet where, at one point, a civilization where that the Enderman came from, which in our records that I've gathered was the Atimaran species. They were a species that could basically traverse the end to our world at will. Yeah.
Pretty fascinating. So, how have you heard the rumors of the current world of Tremens ending? The current Tremens dimension is coming to an end. The signs of a lot of end of world prophecies are coming true there. Have you heard anything about that?
We
Hmm.
do know of something. Our successor over here came from that dimension.
First fucking hand experience, dear God.
Did you?
Yeah, there was a lot of bad stuff that happened over there. Similar stuff happened as to what happened on Kylorn. That dimension is currently being molded by the Void Gods as we are currently monitoring the situation. They see no reason to keep that dimension stable. The dimension is highly unstable, and anything that comes out of that dimension will most likely affect the political climate of Eldom for years, Eldom and Rafnir for years to come, depending on where they decide to bring themselves to. Reality is also a point because there are beings that exist that can bend reality at will.
Right.
These benders, as we call them, or more likely AOI that get slapped with a Damarung class. That basically is what happens. I will cease speaking because about the Damarung class because I don't believe you have access to see what Damarung means for YKR classes.
All right. Well, unfortunately, I think we've got to end this interview here. There is more. I'm sure there's more to talk about, so I would love to do a follow-up interview at some point. But
yeah,
Oh boy. So much
I would
more.
love a follow-up interview, my good sir. And
yeah,
remember, my comrade, YKR Protect, does next week feel like a good time, my good sir?
perhaps we'll schedule something, of course. But yeah. Actually, no, we do have to do the. I forgot. There was a reason I was ending at 6:40. It's because we have to do the Q&A segment. So
Q&A.
Q&A segment,
yes,
lovely.
we're gonna give like 10 minutes to that. Yeah. So if you have a question, raise your hand, and
We'll take care of it.
yeah.
Yep. Oh my lord! Almost everybody here is part of the YKR.
Nobody's raising their hands.
This Q&A may be short.
Oh,
Oh,
here we go.
there's
Oh
someone.
yes, there he is. Lovely. Senator, welcome to the meeting today.
Oh, there's the janitor.
Yes, yes. How are we doing?
I don't know. How are you?
I do boilers, toilets, and general cleanup in the YKR. I have a question for our founder since we don't get to see him very often because he is locked, or she is locked away in the throne room or beyond God knows how many doors with meetings. When am I getting my new plunger?
Your new
Plunger.
Oop. We're having some technical audio difficulties here, boys.
No, you don't understand. The experiments downstairs, the bathroom is pretty bad, sir.
Okay. Your new plunger.
Oh
Oh my God!
I
I
swear,
swear,
you do
you
this
do this
running
running
joke
joke
with
with
me.
me. Another time, I'm going to
send
send you to Casa Doom.
Very good, sir. I need to go clean up this mess now.
All right.
Okay, you'll get
All
your
right. All right.
yeah.
Uh,
Your plunger will
I-
be delivered at some point soon. So let's just put it at that one.
All right. Well,
What
thank you
the
very much.
hell?
Leave that in the leave that in there. Just
What?
leave it
Yeah,
in the
What
video. Just
Thank you very
What
much
just?
for your question.
I'm not gonna.
anyone else?
Anyone else have
YKR
questions for your
staff.
bosses? Yeah.
Uh,
Yes.
This is just an ask your
Anyone
boss.
else
what do
have
y'all
questions?
want?
Anyone else?
This is your
I
chance to ask for like a raise, a promotion, a bonus, whatever. Do it now.
I'm the
We
director of
just-
task
Oh
force.
my
Oh
gosh!
yeah. Oh God, yes. Come up here.
They're
Come up
typing
here.
in no mic. Oh yeah.
Hello.
Howdy.
No.
I was just curious. What happens when people go into the void? Like anything happen when that happens?
What happens when
Oof.
people go into the void? Let me give you an example. There's two outcomes as to what happens when you go into the void, primarily. Option one, you get void psychosis, which basically means you slowly go insane, which is why most of the members of the YKR borderline have some form of mental deranged difficulties. Mental illness in the YKR. And borderline schizophrenia. The other thing that can happen is basically either you're sane and survive, but in the case of one of our former staff members, there's the unspoken third option, which I'll speak of, which I'm gonna have to memory wipe you later after this. It basically is what happens when you get banned from the server. In the YKR, our interpretation of what happens when you get banned is basically you fell into the void and you get stuck there and you're basically put on the permanent LOA list and assumed that you are dead until you get unbanned or your appeal's done.
Dang.
Yeah, that's what happens when somebody in the YKR is stupid and gets themselves banned. Or somebody like falsifies a ban reason and one of our staff members gets banned.
Oh boy.
It's basically that's the
It's a
roleplay
mess.
reason we make. It's the roleplay reason we've come up with. I
Yeah.
think it's a good reason. Do you have any other questions?
Nope.
All right.
Lovely.
All right. Anybody else?
Yep.
Uh,
Any more-
going once. Going
YKRO 34 was wanting to ask a question, but of course he isn't wanting to use his mic, so he's talking to no mic right now.
All right, cool. I will read it
Yeah,
aloud.
Specifically,
wait,
if
33.
30, 33's question, sorry, but
Yeah,
whatever.
read it aloud. So
The question: if Eldam and Rathnir are not connected, how did Rathnirians migrate to Eldam? That is actually a pretty good question.
The janitor,
I wouldn't know.
which is our resident genius, has said that he theorizes reality bending and parallel coexistence. Another theory we have come up with in the YKR is primarily a theory that we managed to gather off of, ancient documents predating like most of the civilizations on Rafnir. Said documents basically states that there was a grand migration from Jagdis into Rafnir and Eldam. Another theory is the one I talked about earlier, in which the void entities created Rafnir and Eldam as a means to test what the populations of this world are. We are all individually basically test subjects in a giant experiment. That is what we and humanity kind of are to these gods. We are
I've been to
basically
Just
Rathnir
a
once.
theory, though.
I went to Rathnir once.
theory.
A game theory, anyways.
I've been to Rathnir.
A
It was
A
pretty easy. It
game
was just like
theory, yes.
I
Someone
was
should
literally
contact Matt Pat and bring him to this world. He would have a field day with this.
I swear to God, I was just like, hey, I should go to Rathnir, and I was in Rathnir.
This server would give him a field day, including
Pretty
his
weird.
lore.
Anyway, any other questions?
All right.
No, you should
Anybody
not.
else? Anybody else?
Someone else.
And
No.
because that's it, we're probably gonna end the Q&A segment. If the interview guy comes back, I think he fell
I'm
asleep.
back. I'm back. Hello.
Dear.
Am you
Hello?
awake?
But
Did he fall asleep? I think he fell asleep again. Oh, he died! He just died!
hold on. Let me bring him back. Can I bring him back? Can I?
Oh
How do
god,
I?
he sent him to the he got banned
Boom!
to the
Get him
audience.
up here.
Oh no.
Get him up here. Oh no.
Guys, I I was
We good?
speaking the
Are you
entire time.
good?
I don't know why you couldn't hear me. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you
Good?
on your mic
I
was
was-
muted?
Your mic just broke.
Your mic.
I mean,
Oh no.
it said I was speaking, so it said Discord was speaking. I think that was just Discord being weird. But anyway, as I was saying, I went to Rathnir once. It was pretty easy. I was just like, I should go to Rathnir, and I was there.
Yeah, that's essentially what happens in this world.
It's-
If you have the will to go
It's
into
weird.
Rafnir and Eldom, you can go there.
Went to
Basically,
a
you
went to a
just have
town called New Garf's Light. It was interesting.
New Garflight.
New
That's-
Garf's
and
Light. It was really weird. Weird town. The
New
mayor was nice though.
Garflight.
Yeah.
Yeah. All you have to do is will to go into Rafnir or Eldom, and then you appear there.
Mostly stay in
Well, I
Eldom
guess
though.
as a machine, it's a bit harder for me though. I
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Anyway,
We
think,
had one extra guy, 37, I believe his name. Ah, yes, the Executioner, the director of YKR Security Operations. Do you
One more
want to come
question?
up here? Yes. Invite to speak. There you are.
Oh,
If you will
what the-
actually show up here.
oh, what
Yep.
the fuck? Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
it's Q&A
you had a-
segment. You can ask
What the-
questions.
Oh, ask a question.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I can talk about it out loud. So, yeah, I guess I'll ask you later. So,
Okay,
yeah, bye.
cool. All right. Neat.
I think yeah. Our security director is not really much of a talker. He does his job to the letter. He just watches, listens, and makes sure that we don't leak anything too classified to the public. Anyway, is that all, my good friend? Going
Yeah,
once,
yeah, that should be
going
it.
twice.
In that
Yeah,
case,
that should be it.
yeah, we'll end it here. Thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. As always, you have been listening to WCPR. I have been your host, Tim Desmond. Have a good night.
Till we eat again.
Till we
And we meet
meet
again. The YKR Protect.
Very good. All right. So, the recording is now stopped. We can just usually what I do is I just invite all the audience up here, and we all just kind of hang out for a bit.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just casually do that real quick since I still have the role. Invite speak. Invite speak.
I
Here.
still want my plunger.
Oh, here they are.
Oh my god!
Oh my
everybody's
god! Everybody's here.
Noise.
Everybody,
Everybody
boy.
come up
Noise.
here.
Nice.
That is a really loud kitty cat.
Yes.
All right.
You know,
Oh god.
Is that
Is that
everyone's
actually
here?
character?
oh,
I
your
don't
car is married to a cat.
I'm
I mean,
Listen, I have not turned into a cat whatsoever, okay? I am
that's
a
totally a cat
Yeah.
girl.
They have
I'm
never been a cat girl. Yep.
I am a
Definitely.
vampire woman.
All right.
All
I
right.
have never been a
Okay.
cat girl or a cat boy. I have been entirely human my entire life,
You,
as
so
far
you
back
So
as I can
that means
remember, since
So,
at least like
so
2007. So
Pretty sure if
You
someone
got-
fucked
what
my
the
AI,
heck-
it would be cat girl
what
for
the
like
hell-
5
what the
minutes,
hell-
but like whatever.
what the hell is
What the hell is a
2007? Yeah, as
2007?
soon as Founder's picture started getting circulated around, the cat girls took massive interest in him.
Oh
my
god.
Okay,
Okay, so basically I allowed him to stalk myself.
Well, this is gonna be
a
a
meme.
this is gonna be a fun one to edit.
Yeah.
problem.
Basically,
Basically, if you want, you can just like
slap
slap
the
like the
YKR
YKR
symbol
on
He's
the
got
start
it.
of it.
He's got it, Yukari. He's got it.
Okay. I'll just send him the YKR flag anyway. if
Tim
he
is
wants
really
to
good at
edit it in.
radio stuff. I listen to his stuff all the time. He's got this. That interview was
You was great though. That was a fun one to be in.
Oh my god. Dude. I don't want to talk anything nasty about Rage, and I don't want to talk about Rage right now. I'm allergic to geopolitics at the moment when it comes to AWE.
They're gonna be dead. The memory is going to be dead in a
It's
couple
not going to be
months
dead. It's going to be part of
anyway.
history. I mean, it's in the wiki.
Yeah, it's in the wiki.
So, I mean, you know, they were coming and going in Eldom. So, there you go. Just another event. There's another empire
There's
that
another
fell.
empire
Rise
that
and
fell
fall.
and has
That's what
turned.
empires do.
Yeah, rise and fall. The interviewee
That's why
lasted
the
quite
YKR
long.
work so well. They're a secret organization that doesn't require empire or politics.
We are above the politics of empires. We can act on some empires' behalves, but we primarily just act by ourselves. If they don't give us any artifacts, well, we just
No, it's not about giving you artifacts. You're an
it's primarily-
information whore. Like, literally.
Then I collect the information, okay?
I know.
It is my job. It is my job to collect the information. I am the founder. I do my shit.
You collect information like strippers collect dollar bills.
Excuse me, what? What? Why was that analogy made?
And the way he goes,
Yeah, of course. He's dealing with his dogs and his cats and everything like that right now.
Yeah, he has like nice adorable animals. Anyway, politics like I'm probably gonna have to.
So the really cool thing, we got custom armor textures in Segi now.
Yeah, like say,
Yeah, we got samurai armor now.
This is why I love the YKR.
anyways, I'm gonna nap now.
Alright, yeah, I gotta get going
Go to
myself.
bed. Go get some sleep. I'm gonna finish working on one of my things. I'm gonna go finish everything that I'm working on right now, if that's all right with everybody. I'm nearly done with most of the stuff that the YKR is going to be working on for the past couple of bits. Stay tuned in 2 days because there's going to be something interesting happening.
Alright.
Yeah, something interesting is gonna happen in 2 days. Let me just invite him back up here. Thank you for Gore. How to get in? Wait, let's wait a little bit. This is